Hi, everybody. Welcome to September's Wine of the Month Club. Pretty excited about this, especially because I'm with my main man, Brandon Hornicky.
What's up, Gary?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm really good because we're going with a 95-point rosé to start. Please give us the 411. But as you know, just a little fun fact, the world is getting warmer. That's a whole political issue in itself. Sure. And so September is now a massive rosé month. So for everybody at home, that's why we added it, because it used to be like the unofficial start of fall would be Labor Day and people stopped drinking rosé. What Brandon and I have seen the last couple of years is rosé picks up in some ways in September because a lot of people travel and things of that nature, and probably a retail thing more than a consumption thing, but it is our truth. And so give us a little bit about this, Brandon.
Yeah, so a couple things. So first of all, this is an Italian rosé. Winery's name is Pavanero. It's actually a blend of Primitivo and Merlot. It's from Puglia in Italy, which is one of the top winemaking regions for rosé, when you talk about Italy. And the range of styles for rosé in Italy, they come all over, right? But in this case, this is a lighter, fresher, easy drinking style. A lot of peach, a lot of strawberry, raspberry. And I mean, Gary, like, you're the one I remember years ago saying to us, like, we got to keep pounding rosé all year round. People are drinking rosé all year round. And it's just ironic because it's the end of the summer now. And this is just such a good food pairing wine. It's something great to have.
Look, I was just sipping it while I'm like organizing myself here. Like at the end of the day, and I think everybody's watching this, and I love this rosé. Like there's really some great mid-palate structure on this. The peaches are white peaches, those flat white peaches, not those kind of like Georgia juicy peaches. I was sipping and not really thinking. And it's funny you said that, like my brain went to like, literally, I'll just say it. I'm like, this is just white wine.
Yeah, sure.
Like it was all so obvious all along, right? Like it's just an emotional decision. Like people didn't stop drinking Pinot Grigio or Sancerre in September, October, November, December. Right. Less, but like, yeah, I mean, it's just so obvious. I mean, this tastes like the kind of white wines I like to drink.
But like on that point, right? Like rosé took so long, I think, to just break through, right? It took like so long for everyone to start realizing it. Number one, it's not sweet. And number two, it's just something that's great to drink in the summer, and now it's just, now just year round, especially think about Thanksgiving and think about the holidays, right? Like this is the perfect wine to start things off with.
Monster. All right, let's move on, my brother.
Okay. Number two, and food friendly, I think, is a good point for all the wines in the club this month. So the next wine is this Anton Luca Rosso di Montalcino. And the first thing I think about with Rosso di Montalcino, just, working here in a retail store and thinking about customers that come in and look for Italian wine. And, you talk about what do you sell when it comes to Italian wine? And you're thinking about Barbera and you're thinking about Chianti and Dolcetto and things like that. And obviously think about the big B's, right? Brunello, Barolo, Barbaresco. But I don't think Rosso di Montalcino comes up a lot. And when you think about it, these are just baby Brunellos for the most part, right? 100% Sangiovese still, extremely drinkable. Half the time you're buying Brunello, you need to let that age, you need to let it open up. But you can buy Rosso from a good producer, open it right away, and it's fresh and it's vibrant.
And they're serious wines. I mean, this is $39 suggested retail. It's not like, 100%. Again, I always think of these things like, you go to Cartier and you can buy like a $5 million diamond, but like even the entry level stuff is still Cartier and it still costs like $3,000. That's how I think about Rosso. Like it's like going to LVMH. It's like going to Louis Vuitton or Cartier or Tiffany. Like even the entry cost stuff is expensive. Rosso is still Montalcino. Like it really matters. And it's a great source of value. This is $39 suggested, but you can get it for less. And, Brandon, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know the euro and the dollar kind of, and even like Rosso still are achievable at like $19.99, $24.99, right?
Yes, but price points are increasing like all the way around the board, right? So like Brunello keeps inching up, and as Brunello goes up, Rosso will follow, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's, $20 to $30 can get you a solid entry level. But some of the big Rossos are still 50, 60, 70. Yeah, but those are all Brunello's, Poggio de Soto, things like that.
Rose petals, blackberry, a little beef jerky on the finish with like some inky squid ink from pasta, like beautiful cherries, Gorgeous wine, very silky, elegant. And by being in the wine club, and there's 3 wines this month, like this is one of my favorite. My favorite wine is a Tuesday, Saturday wine, right? Tuesday, Saturday wine is some of the coolest wine in the world. As a matter of fact, Zach, do me a favor. Can you edit this part out for my social media? I just want to teach everybody about Tuesday, Saturday wine. Here's a Tuesday, Saturday wine. What's a Tuesday, Saturday wine? A Tuesday, Saturday wine is a wine that's so good that you can drink it on Saturday with your boss, your significant other, your girlfriend or wife's dad who's a real wine nerd. So it's a Saturday wine, right? You can order it at a white tablecloth dinner, but it's a Tuesday wine because the price point is also palpable to drink on Tuesday night while you're watching Netflix or the US Open. Tuesday, Saturday wines is exactly what everybody should be looking for. Anyway, cool. Got that little clip. I'll put that. Cool. You got that? You can come on screen. We keep casual here. You got it?
Got it. That was a thing of beauty. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please get that to my team. I want that out immediately. All right, final wine.
Okay, final wine. Again, food friendly, right? Food friendly. This is Paixar. This is a Spanish juggernaut that, number one, it's a wine that I don't think many people know. It's very small quantities. Number two, it's from Spain. Yes, exactly right. And number three, it's Mencia, which is a varietal that not a lot of people. Number one, drink
Mencia. I went to Ibiza this summer, and now I'm like trying to do it right.
So again, and a lot of these wines are entry level when you talk about Mencia in that regard. This is not. This is one of the top wines from this producer and from the region in general.
Yeah, 96-point Robert Parker's Wine Advocate.
96 from the Advocate, exactly. And historically, I mean, if you look, this wine has a huge history of big scores, always highly regarded, and always a big wine.
Wow, this is a bombastic monster of a wine. Big steak, big cheese, big cigar. If this is for like Texas. This is big. This is just big. Grapefruit, great dark chocolate. Like if you're a chocolatier, like that high quality, high cocoa count, dark chocolate that's like expensive. Like the tobacco, again, like beef jerky and tobacco. I always like think about how my palate triggers it. Beef jerky was last one. This one's more tobacco. So a little less sweetness to that, but just incredibly cedar box, wonderful, wonderful black fruit, blackberries, blueberries, dark, good.
And the crazy thing too here is like once you pour it, the aromas, like this is so floral. It just explodes out of the glass. And if you think about other varietals like Pinot Noir and things like that, where a lot of times you can tell right away, it opens up the room, it sparks conversation. This is just such a cool, different, serious wine. You know what I mean? Awesome.
I'm really impressed by this wine. It's almost like a Batman. Like it's, like when you think about Batman, it's like purple and blue and black and dark, and Gotham, it's dark.
Sure.
But Batman, it's a superhero. It's like, it makes you smile. Like really, it's a Batman wine. Love it. All right. Really proud of these 3 wines. Looking forward to our October thing. Brandon and I are debating it as we speak behind the scenes of what we're going to do in October. Really epic combo of 3 wines that we hope you enjoy. Drink it in good health. Enjoy it. I'll probably drink all 3 bottles in one sitting this Sunday as the Jets play their first football game, and that always gets me into that place. And that's where we're at. B-Dub, thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Cheers.